Hey guys, welcome back to Mindful Eats. Now today it's gonna be special because I have my helper, my 8-year-old son, helping me with these meals. So enjoy! Today we shall be preparing some quick, simple and easy snack recipes. So let's dive in. So the first recipe we are preparing is multigrain pancakes or uttappa. Now for this recipe we need to make a flour mix, and I usually prepare these over the weekend, and this can be easily stored for an entire month. Now to prepare this I need 1 cup of powdered oats, followed by 1 cup of ragi flour, which is nachni flour, and 1 cup of semolina. Now all these flours have been roasted lightly and then I've used it. I'm just gonna mix it well, and it is very easy to prepare, it is very easy to store and very convenient. So once it's nicely mixed, you can easily remove it and store it in an airtight container, and this can be preserved for at least a month. Now for this particular recipe I'll be requiring roughly around 4 to 5 tablespoons of this powder, so I'm just going to remove it in another container. To this I'm gonna add buttermilk. You can also use yogurt, and just mix it. We want to make a smooth paste, so keep mixing as oats and semolina swell up, so it is gonna thicken, so keep adding buttermilk in between till a smooth paste has been formed. You can see right here it's just mixing well, and now I can see a smooth paste being made. So the batter should resemble something like idli batter or a dosa batter. To this I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder. My helper is helping me. He loves doing this. I am gonna add half a cup of finely chopped onions and finely chopped tomatoes and few coriander leaves. I'm just gonna give it a nice mix, and once it's mixed I'm gonna let it rest for half an hour to 1 hour, just so that it takes up water, and if required I'll add more water. Now moving ahead, I'm gonna heat a pan, add a little bit of oil, and I'm just gonna spread the oil around the pan, evenly around the pan. Now I'm gonna take a good spoonful of this batter and gently place it over the pan. Make sure that the pan is hot and spread it evenly all around, and you need to cook it till it is golden brown from either sides. Now once you see that the bubbles are coming up, that's when you need to flip over. So I can see here some bubbles, and hence I'm gonna just gently flip it over. You see it's nice and golden brown, and that's what we want, and we shall wait for another 5 minutes for the other side to be golden brown as well. This can be easily had with any kind of dips. I have made a yogurt and coriander dip, and I'm gonna have it with that. The next recipe is tomato bruschetta. Now for this recipe we would require roughly 2 to 4 finely chopped tomatoes. Make sure that the tomatoes are ripe, because for bruschetta you usually require very ripe tomatoes. And once I finely chop these tomatoes, I'm gonna transfer them into a bowl, and to this I am gonna add roughly 3 cloves of garlic finely chopped, or you can use a garlic masher, 1 teaspoon of salt, And here I'm using 1 teaspoon of curry powder. You can use cayenne powder or chili powder, whatever you like. Personally, I like curry powder. It tastes yum. And I'm just gonna mix it well. To this, I'm gonna add some coriander leaves. They're just so fresh and so vibrant in color. Now I'm gonna let this rest because I want the juices to ooze out from the tomato. That's what gives it the taste. And moving on, I'm gonna take 2 whole wheat breads. Now you can take any kind of bread. It could be a multigrain bread or a gluten-free bread. And I'm just gonna toast it till it's crisp. If you want, you can add half a teaspoon of butter to it, but I personally just like it this way. I'm just gonna remove them and place it over a plate. And I'm going to take the tomato mixture and place it onto the bread. Make sure you have this immediately because otherwise the bread would become soggy. And if you want, you can drizzle it with the yogurt dressing or a mayo dressing, whichever you like. It just tastes yum.
First we are going to add this. I don't know what it is.
It is oats powder, Akash.
Okay, it's oats powder.
Almond flour.
And almond flour.
You can use a spoon if you want to.
For mixing?
To remove it and mix it. Mix it well.
Okay.
Slow.
I smell it.
Now you can add the cocoa powder to it, which is roughly around 2 tablespoons. Yeah. Okay.
Dang, it's just stuck at the bottom.
Okay.
Mix it?
Yeah, mix it. Can I help you? Can I mix it once?
You don't, I can mix.
Yes, from here. Add.
I used to be a fan of honey, but not anymore.
Why? Slow. Now let me do this part because it really requires a lot of
pressure. Okay.
So finally he let me take over, and we're just gonna mix this all together till it becomes a nice dough. And once it is together, we're just gonna make them into small round balls. Now these are very nutritious and very yummy. Instead of honey, you can either use dates or raisins as well. Now I give this to my kids and they just love it. So these are kid friendly snack as well, so do give it a try. And these can be easily stored in your fridge for a week. So do prepare this and keep it. So for that sweet tooth, you can always have this. See my little helper trying to help me. I love how he's making the balls. Quick tip, do make your kids do this along with you because it makes it interesting and definitely makes them wanna have it, just like this little one right here. So enjoy. So I hope you like these videos. Do subscribe to my channel as my next video is gonna be about quick, simple and easy breakfast recipes. So stay tuned.